Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at a beginner's approach to soloing. We're only going to use one scale shape. It is the pentatonic minor, shape 1, in the key of A minor. So you only have to worry about 2 notes per string with the scale shape. The scale shape is up on the screen here. So you're going to start with your first finger on the 5th fret. Your 4th finger will play the 8th fret. So you have first pinky. And then the next string on your A string, your 5th string, you'll have 5, 7, so you use your 1st and 3rd. And the same thing for the next 2 strings. You look and see your shape there. You have 5, 7, 5, 7, so the same fingers, okay? You use your 1st and your 3rd, okay? And then your last 2 strings, your high E and your B string, you'll have 5, 8, 5, 8, and that is 1st, 4th, 1st, 4th, okay? So once you get the shape in your head, you're just going to play it back and forth down, okay? And then take a little section of the shape, okay? So let's start you here on your D and G string, so your 2 middle strings of your guitar. You'll have 5, 7, and 5, 7, okay? So you have 4 notes to worry about. And you're just using 2 fingers, your 1st finger and your 3rd finger, okay? And the idea of the soloing is to try to treat it like sentences, like you're speaking. So not everything is like. Okay? So the way we speak, we don't speak like that. We speak in syllables. Sometimes we'll have fast runs, slow runs. So you want to play like that, okay? So you don't want to do all whole notes. You want to stick some 16th notes, some 8th notes, quarter notes, okay? So we're just going to start you off with just those 4 notes, okay? And playing in time. So just playing that sequence over each chord. You can hear the chords changing. Now you can see how I'm changing the rhythm. It's not the same. I'm not going. Right? Okay, some pauses. Okay, now those 4 notes, if you take them and pull a hammer on, and a couple of pull-offs. Starts to sound a little bit more professional, okay, when you do stuff like that, okay? So, sticking with the same 4 notes, we're going to do a bend here on your 7th fret here. And the idea with the bends here is you're bending up a full bend, which basically bends that 7th fret up to your 9th fret, okay? So you're taking this note here, which is a D note, up to an E note, okay? So you want that pitch, okay? So feel that pitch. Hear the pitch? All right? So hit it. Bend it up till you get it into pitch. Now, you're using 3 fingers. Most times I'll use 3 fingers for the bends, okay? That's going to help my fingers bend these strings, okay? Bending with 1 finger as a beginner, it's not going to happen, okay? You're going to hurt yourself, by the way. So use the other 2 fingers here to help you with this bend. So you're bending with the 3rd finger, but the 1st and 2nd are behind it on these 2 frets here to help you lift that string, okay? Okay, so still so technically I have 5 notes because I'm getting that note here because I'm bending up to that note. I'm not leaving the shape though, okay? So I'm still inside box 1 here, okay? It's because I bend a note here. Well, technically I'm playing that note here on the 10th fret, which is an A note, and it's out of shape 2, okay? So there's 5 shapes of your pentatonic boxes, but I'm staying inside shape 1 and I'm bending it up to that note, okay? Okay, for an example, something you can do, if you want to work on your bending with this one shape, you're going to bend this note here, which is your 7th fret of your 3rd string. You're going to bend that up full to the 9. You're going to bend the 8th fret of this string here, because it's inside the shape here, right? You're bending that up a full bend up to 10. Okay? And what you want to do is match that pitch. Okay? Get used to matching the pitch. And the same thing here on this string here, your 1st string, you're going to be bending that note up full up to this note here, okay? And resolve to the back note, okay? So each one of these strings, you're bending on the front note and you're resolving to the back note. Okay, so something that you can practice, okay? So you need to practice your bends, use the scale shape to do so. Also, if you want, just for timing, this is a good exercise as well because it's going to utilize your practice time, right? So this works as a picking exercise. It works for your timing. It helps put the shape into your head. And this is very basic, okay? You're just following the rhythm here. You're not changing your timing or your notes are all just straightforward. 3, 4, 1. And then what you want to do is just take a couple of strings inside the shape and make up some phrases, like little sentences, okay? The other thing you can do is when your phrases are over and you want to resolve to the root notes, okay? So you have 3 root notes in your shape. Okay, they're in red in the shape in the diagram, okay? That's a little bit of dynamics, right? Playing softer and louder, okay? See, I'm accenting that note here. And that's a little bit of a vibrato. So what vibrato is you're just hitting the note and just shaking your finger, okay? So try to do that with your 3 fingers, okay? Use this finger to start that vibrato off and get these guys to help you, okay? It's a lot easier to shake that string with the 3 fingers than it is 1 finger, especially 1 finger, okay? You'll see me do that a lot, okay? That's just, after a while, it's subconscious. You don't even know you're doing it anymore. So a little bit of a vibrato will make it sound more professional, right? So, versus this. Okay? And that's even better because you're doing pull-offs. As opposed to it's kind of how we start off soloing. Right? And you're really banging into those notes. Play soft, play soft. Relax. You have to breathe when you're playing. Tension is your biggest enemy. Okay, so once you get that shape in here, you have shape 1 going. You know, you could do quite a bit of work in here in this little box here. So on the outsides of these shapes here of shape 1, you have shape 5, and you have a few notes here that we're going to steal right now. The 3-5 and the 3-5 on your A and E string here. And we're going to grab the A10 and the A10 of the B and high E string here, okay? So this is based out of shape 5, and these 4 notes are based out of shape 4, okay? So it's a nice little run that you can connect 3 shapes together, okay? Over the backing track, just try to connect them together like so. Using just your first and your third finger here. Okay, and then, you know, take a few notes here and mix them up a little bit. There's a root note A. There's another A. There's another A. There's another A. So this is going to give you a little bit of room on your fretboard, okay, to explore a little bit, okay? So this section right here, the shapes are allowing you to play the right frets and the right notes, okay? So what you want to do is you want to practice on your bends. So hit the note that you're going to bend to. And make sure that you match that pitch. Try some slides, okay? Okay. When you do a slide, you're doing a position shift, okay? So my hand is over this section here, the shape. When I slide, I'm over shape 1. I slide again, I'm setting myself up to grab notes of the shape 2. Okay, so you want to work on is just playing over the track, noodle as much as you can, and then eventually you'll start to make up better melodies, okay? Just do that, okay? Just get used to the 3 shapes and just focus more on shape 1 and then just grabbing a few notes of the shape 5 and shape 2 for now. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to use all 5 pentatonic minor shapes at once. Just stick with 1, okay? And stick with 1 key. Just, you know, hang out with 1 key for a while. A minor. It's the best key to start with because it's A, B, C, D, F, and G. There's no sharps or flats. You're going to learn your scale shapes. You're going to get used to it and then move them into different keys, okay? By moving into different keys, you're just moving root notes of these shapes, okay? A little bit of vibrato. The 3 fingers help that. And you can always do that vibrato with your first finger. Just remember, don't be tense, just relax, be comfortable. No really bad notes you can hit. Okay, so friends, take that shape there. If you're new to soloing, take that shape there, learn the shape, just practice over the backing track, okay? You can start off if you've never played solos before and your fingers are not really cooperating. Then use it as a finger exercise, okay? Just start up here on your low E string and go. All downstrokes, don't worry about down and up. You do that when you're ready. Just stick with all downstrokes. And just practice on one string, each string of the shape, okay? See, that works over the track, okay? I'm following the rhythm of the track and I'm creating a rhythm that works with it, okay? Very simple. A little bit of vibrato. There's your bend. See, it would have been the same thing. I just took that note and slid it up to the note that I bent to before. So remember, you're accenting notes sometimes. Now what I'm doing there is a little bit of, it's almost like controlled feedback. You'll hear that raking of the string. Don't worry about that if you don't get that at first, but what I'm doing is I'm just coming down on the strings and I'm allowing that one to ring out, so I'm kind of muting the strings above it. That's just, you know, when you're adding that kind of stuff there to your playing, that really makes it sound professional, okay? So string raking, vibrato, slides, bends, lots of slides. I'm just bending up to the same note that I'm grabbing after the bend. It's that unison bending, which is good because it creates a little bit of friction. Those two notes aren't perfect. you can hear them waving back and forth. That helps too, right? That gives you a little bit of color. Okay friends, I will link the backing track in the lesson video here, and you can practice over the backing track using shape 1 of A minor pentatonic. If you want, you can grab a few of those notes that I showed you, the other two shapes. There's a shape on each side of it, okay? Shape 5 and shape 2. Okay friends, thanks for watching the lesson, and I hope you got a little bit out of this lesson, and we'll see you at the next lesson. Thanks for watching.